The Galactic Dominion had ruled for 10,000 years, spreading across 17 spiral arms with unfettered authority. Their massive warships struck fear into the hearts of 1,000 species. Their technological superiority was unquestioned. Their word was law, until they met humans. Admiral Vex of the Dominion Survey Force had been through this routine countless times before. Find primitive worlds, assess their resources, determine if the inhabitants were worthy of vassal status or simply obstacles to be removed. The blue-green planet designated Sol 3 seemed unremarkable at first glance. Standard approach protocol, he ordered from his command chair. Begin atmospheric insertion at northern continent. His first officer, Trell, looked concerned. Admiral, our preliminary scans indicate unusual energy readings. Perhaps we should... Are you suggesting they possess technology that poses a threat to a Dominion dreadnought? Vex's mandibles clicked with amusement. These primitives barely left their atmosphere a century ago. The massive ship descended. Through Earth's clouds, its cloaking technology rendering it invisible to conventional radar. Vex expected the usual panic once they revealed themselves, screaming primitives, ineffectual military responses, then swift capitulation. In Washington, D.C., General Miller stared at the classified readings with grim satisfaction rather than fear. Confirmed detection of anomalous gravitational signature, she told her staff calmly. Tracking is solid. Activate Protocol Thunderbolt. Around the world, hidden installations powered up. The humans had been waiting for this day ever since they reverse-engineered the scout ship that crashed in 1947. They had known they weren't alone. They had prepared. Aboard the Dominion vessel, alarms suddenly blared. We're being scanned, Trell reported, mandibles twitching nervously. Multiple targeting systems locked onto our position. Vex rose from his chair. Impossible. Our cloaking, technology. They see us, Admiral. The first missiles struck before Vex could respond. Not primitive nuclear weapons as expected, but something far more sophisticated. The dreadnought's shields flickered under impacts that shouldn't have been possible from such a young species. Return fire, Vex commanded. Show these primitives the consequence of defiance. Energy weapons lashed out, vaporizing several human cities. Vex expected immediate surrender. Instead, the counterattack intensified. From hidden lunar bases, orbital platforms, and subterranean silos, humanity unleashed weapons they had been developing in secret for decades. Not merely copying alien technology, but improving upon it in ways the Dominion had never imagined. Admiral, Trell's voice shook. Our shields are failing. These weapons, they're using principles we've never encountered. Impossible! Vex slammed his fist on the console. No primitive species could. The bridge exploded in a shower of sparks as a concentrated energy beam punched through the dreadnought's defenses. The mighty ship began its death spiral toward the Atlantic Ocean. In the weeks that followed, humanity revealed just how thoroughly they had prepared. The 5 support ships Vex had positioned in orbit were quickly dispatched. Human vessels, built in secret facilities beneath the Antarctic ice and the Mariana Trench, launched from Earth carrying weapons that shocked the Dominion forces. President Thomas addressed the United Nations as humanity's first interstellar fleet departed to take the fight to the enemy. For generations we suspected we weren't alone, she said. When we confirmed it, we didn't announce it to the world. We didn't panic. We prepared. The Dominion thought they found another victim. Instead, they found their reckoning. The war lasted 3 years. Dominion outposts fell one by one, astonished that a species they had dismissed as primitive could not only match their technology, but exceed it in many ways. What the Dominion never understood was that humans had evolved amid constant conflict. While other species developed in relative harmony, humans had been forged in war, driving innovation at a pace the galaxy had never witnessed. The Dominion had grown complacent in their 10 millennia of unchallenged rule. Humans had been fighting and innovating their entire existence. On the Dominion homeworld of Drav, Supreme Leader Morks watched the approaching human fleet with disbelief. Their technology had leapfrogged centuries of development in mere years. Their ships moved in ways that defied Dominion physics. Their weapons cut through defenses thought impenetrable. How? He asked the human representative who had agreed to discuss terms. How did you advance so quickly? Admiral Davis, the human negotiator, smiled without warmth. You threatened our existence. There's nothing more motivating. We have ruled the galaxy for 10,000 years, Mork said. We have accumulated knowledge you cannot imagine. And yet here we are. Davis replied. You accumulated knowledge. We applied it. The terms were harsh but not genocidal. Humanity had no interest in becoming the monsters they had defeated. The Dominion would survive, but its days of unchallenged rule were over. Earth formed a coalition with other liberated worlds, establishing the Galactic Alliance based on principles of mutual defense and cooperation. In the centuries that followed, a saying spread throughout the galaxy, passed between species, as a warning to any who might consider aggression against others. Remember Earth. It meant many things. Don't underestimate a seemingly primitive species. Don't assume technological superiority guarantees victory. And most importantly, don't threaten a species that has spent its entire existence learning to fight against the odds. The Dominion had ruled through fear for 10,000 years. In just 3 years, humans had reduced that legacy to ashes, and the galaxy was better for it.